ladder of the CCIE, the hierarchy, the levels of the CCIE Cisco, like CCIE and CCIE and CCIE. So there are other parts also, routing switching and voice security.
No.
Okay.
Noted. We have discussed about the CCIE exam only.
We will just only discuss in the
Yes.
exam. Okay. Later, Samit will explain you regarding all this about the examinations. Meet Rizni. Rizni is the world youngest CCIE at the moment. World youngest CCIE. Okay.
I look old.
Yeah, he's just 21 now, but he took his CCIE he was just 17, and he is son of the first Sri Lankan CCIE, Mr. Harik Karyappa. So Mr. Harik Karyappa is the first Sri Lankan CCIE, and he was the first dual CCIE for South Asia, and he was the first quadruple CCIE for Canada and UK. Quadruple CCIE, 4 CCIEs: routing switching, voice, security, and service provider. Okay, and his son. So if he's not taken CCIE only, there will be a problem. So he already taken, so no issues. Okay, others there will be a problem. Okay, so mostly you will be in the telecom industry. Maybe you may have some ideas to go in your future. And the good thing is here. Last week we had a class for routing switching CCIE bootcamp. So father was in another class, so he was taking the routing switching CCIE class, and he was taking our CCIE voice pre-bootcamp. That means before CCIE voice, there's a pre-bootcamp for preparation for that, to attend to that bootcamp. So we'll be having the CCIE voice bootcamp on this month 26th. So Rizzi was helping us to get into that class. I mean, he's the instructor for Index System Canada. I'm sorry, for UK, taking the pre-boot camps in the moment as well. So I just asked him to come to say hi because you just as a starter now, so you very rare chance to meet a CCIE sometimes maybe in the industry, because none of the CCIEs going to remain in Sri Lanka. So they got the examination, they're flying back. Only 2 are here at the moment. One is on MIT, another one is 2 are here. The rest of all they go on. Okay, mostly go with me and Australia. So they have the privilege to go because they got that privilege by achieving that target. So Rizmi will explain you, how he got there, and just 10 minutes brief to idea to give a chance to you.
So you guys have just now started CCNA, and I'm going to tell you it's not going to be easy, and it's literally just your first step. Some of you will stay at the CCNA level if you choose to, but it's not worthwhile. You want to progress further and further in the field. Now, as you progress further, you diversify, depends on what you want to do, whether you become a data, voice, security, etc. You diversify. And it's something that you can't simply just go and with a half-heartedly do. It's as you grow older, you have more commitments, and it becomes very difficult, and you need to spend a lot of time studying. Zia, for example, is struggling now to study because he's so busy all the time. So I have to sit there and drill it.
All time busy with 5 kids.
I'm only teaching him, and it's up to him to absorb the knowledge. Right? But when I studied as well, it was fortunate enough that I had access to the resources, and I had lots of time on my hands. That's important. I had a lot of time that I wasn't using to do anything productive, so I decided to sit and study for my CCIE. It wasn't easy. It definitely wasn't easy. It was a lot of really hard work, Like I used to go into the labs and spend 16, 17 hours at a time. Sat in just the lab. My dad would come drop off some food, and I would literally wouldn't get off my seat and sit there just working, doing the same thing over and over and over, practicing, learning, studying, until I could sit the exam and go. Once I passed, quite luckily I passed in my first attempt. I was really happy about it, and I went into the working world, and I quickly came to realize how much it counts for. That all that work I did, it mattered a lot. The knowledge I gained, and the knowledge and the achieving that level gave me the credibility that other people needed to give me a chance. Because I had that qualification, because they saw that I put in the hard work, they give you a chance, by giving you a job or giving you a responsibility. That's where you can shine. You can prove yourself to them. You can show that what you're worth. and you can shine. And that's how you advance in life. You have to always prove yourself and move forward. Now I'm sure you guys will have a long and hard journey in front of you. Right now, CCNA is simply the first step, but it's still very important actually. Even at CCIE level, which is the highest level of where you've started now, all the theory work and stuff is all done in CCNA and CCNP level of the studies. So don't forsake it. You know, it's not just practical work. You need to understand how everything works. And so from day one, put forth your hardest effort, guys, and I'm sure you all do fine. So that's all for me then, yeah.
I think it might give you some red signals. Don't go for CCIE.
It depends. If you're planning to go for CCIE, don't expect to get much sleep. Right? Get used to sleeping a lot less, to be honest. I'll be completely frank with you. My father sleeps like 3-4 hours a day maximum. I also sleep 5-6 hours. Apparently I'm jet lagged and I'm getting less sleep than that.
But until you achieve your goal,
you gotta work hard.
So okay, so you might say okay, the dream mean not that while you sleep you get the dream must mean take away your sleep, it's your dream. That's not the dream. So to achieve that the target you must go. You don't want to sleep. The thing is, my point of view is okay, achieving in CCIE or NB or IB. It's all about the time you spend with your practical. You need to go with practicals. Because the more you practice, the more completely it may be okay. But even though if somebody assumes that if he is qualified CCIE, for another 6 months, if he is not touched that, definitely will go for it. So it is better you keep on refresh the things. So why still I'm not married, I have 5 kids, still why we are in the industry? Because we keep on teach, we keep on studying, we keep on upgrade ourselves. We don't want to stay in the same place every day. What's the point then? No point in, because if your knowledge level will be same. So I'm practicing for my CCIE routing switching examination as well I'm attending this boot camp. Why? With the knowledge. So that's the it's our industry, no? So you're not going to learn about the medical or the pharmaceutical business or anything because you came into the network industry because you're working on the medical industry and you are intent to live because the career will give you more privilege and prestige in your life and achievements. All your goals might be your dream house, dream car, or happy life, everything portion on, depend on your current knowledge level what you're going to gain. Okay? You might think, okay, this you want to work for 17 hours and 18 hours. In my CCNA class, and what I say for my students, I say, okay guys, now you are coming for Sunday classes, okay. Now you all boys are last, okay. If any of your phone rings, no problem, you can attend the first call. I'll give you excuse for that first call. And tell your girlfriend, okay, please change your boyfriend for the next 8 Sundays. Okay, so next exam is only you change your boyfriend, so I'll be meeting you afternoon. So it's like it's giving you that much, but you need to engage with this stuff more than any other like this. It's very simple to achieve, it's easy.
So put in the hard work, you can
achieve. It's not rocket science that can't imagine, can't go and all. It's not a Chinese circus you have to from the age of 5 to 6 to you when you are body to practice or not. It's not nothing like that. It's very simple to achieve. It's only your time. So if you spend your time, it's very easy because you have already achieved some level of knowledge at the moment. So he has some students that he passed just he said for his oral examination he came for the CCNA classes. He got his CCNA 1000 out of 1000. He's the youngest CCNA of Sri Lanka, 1000 out of 1000, and before his O-level results. So if a guy can achieve his CCNA before O-level results, it's not that issue, no? Even in India, I saw one video with guys around 11-year girl. She got this RSC examination. There's a 10-year girl got CCNA. So if they can achieve at the age of 10, why? Maybe it might be a little bit complicated of IP addressing, but it's nothing but +1 -1 and multiplied by 2. That's all. Yeah, you will learn it. Some issue. IP address +1 -1 multiplied by